Back in July of last year, I was asked to perform at the Taste, which I agreed. And so I said, well, in my contract, I stated that if you all fail to contact me, you should pay me $8,000.
First of all, don't come in here with that legalese talking about should. Let me tell you something about legalese. There ain't no should in a solid contract. Period. Contracts say will, must, shall, you better, or else, but should? Nah, that's soft. That don't hold up. So miss me with that now. Make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, share the video, and definitely jump in the comments to let me know your thoughts. We're talking about the Thornton Township meeting that went down on March 25th. A lady stepped up at that meeting. Came in hot with some smoke for the trustees. Now, all of a sudden, now she want to show up? Fast forward. Tonight, they had another township meeting. And guess what? Sis is back again. Still talking that same talk. But you know me, I spotted the discrepancy, honey. Mama sees everything. I went back and compared what she said at the March 25th meeting to what she's saying now. And let me tell you, it's not lining up. There's a whole contradiction going on, and I'm about to break it all the way down for y'all. Let's hop in. Because this right here, oh, it's juicy.
My name is Catherine Granberry. I am a township employee for 12 years. Back in July of last year, I was asked to perform at the Taste, which I agreed. Angela asked me to submit a contract/proposal. I did the same day. Okay, this was like maybe a month and a half before the actual Taste. So she said she needed to bring it to the board to get approved and everything. So meanwhile, in passing in the hall, Angie, I asked her that anybody did they approve. So she said nothing happened. So okay. So we were really excited, me and my band, Lady and the Gents. We're excited about performing on the same stage as Kiki White.
Now, see, that's weird, right? Didn't she just say she didn't know if anyone had been approved to perform? But then she turns around and says, asterisk, while we're waiting to find out if it's approved, me and my band were very excited about performing with Key White. That's a big part why we're here right now. Asterisk, okay, so which is it? That's a pretty big contradiction right there.
They approved, so she said nothing happened, so okay. So we were really excited, me and my band, Lady and the Gents. We're excited about performing on the same stage as Kiki White.
Yeah, she was excited to perform with Kiki Wyatt, because let's be real, Kiki is a singer. Not just any singer, either. She's famous. She's made it. She's got real talent. So of course this lady wanted to be part of something where Kiki Wyatt was performing. I mean, just being on the same stage or event, that's a big deal for her. She was like, asterisk, wow, I can't believe I might get to do this. Keek's amazing. Asterisk, that's what she was saying, and listen, there's a reason I'm pressing this point the way I am. There's more to this story, and the pieces just aren't adding up.
Okay, that same day someone asked me to perform at another event. I turned it down because everybody was excited to be on the same stage with Keith.
Okay, so here's what she's claiming. On that same day, whichever day she's talking about, one of these vague, random days when nobody had officially told her yes, yet, she says she got offered another gig. And according to her, she turned it down because she thought she was going to be performing at this event. Now she wants to act like that's their fault. In her mind, they're responsible for her missing out, but let's be clear. Asterisk nobody asterisk told her, you're confirmed or you can't accept other gigs. There's no contract, no written agreement saying she was booked. So if she turned something else down, that's on her. That's her problem, and to be honest, you just know she's lying. It's a vibe. You can feel it. It's giving very much. Let me say something to make myself sound important. But stick with me, because when I show you what's next, phew, you'll see.
Okay, so time passed. We missed the concert. I gave up my day.
We missed the concert. She says, I gave up my day. But hold on. She also said she didn't even know what day the concert was. So how exactly do you give up your day for something when you don't even know when it's happening? Make that make sense, because when she eventually found out the concert already happened, she was shocked. Like, asterisk, what? Nobody contacted me. Asterisk, that's when she suddenly had a problem. But let's be real. She only realized the date had come and gone after someone mentioned it to her. So again, How do you cancel another gig for an event you supposedly didn't know the date of? You don't even know when the concert is, but somehow you're making sacrifices for it? It's not adding up. That's not all either. It's just one more red flag I caught. But let's keep going because, baby, there's more.
The guys gave up their day. We didn't get to perform. The money came around. I was at the front desk. Robert says, hey, Trish, we got a check there for you from your case. I said, so when was somebody going to tell me I was performing?
So, when was somebody going to tell me I was performing? You didn't even know the date. The date came and went, and she didn't even notice. But remember, she started this. She said she had an offer for another gig and turned it down for this one. But then she didn't even know when this one was. She had no solid date. So, how do you claim to have passed up another gig for this when you didn't even know when this one was? That doesn't add up. And we're still not even at the core of it yet. This is Monday already, I said. Well, in my contract, I stated that if you all fail to contact me, you should pay me $8,000. Should? Now see, don't come in here with some legalese talking about should. Let me tell you what legalese is. There ain't no should in a solid contract. A real contract is going to say, well, must or shall, maybe even better. As in, you better do this or else. But not should. That's not binding. That's not enforceable. That's a suggestion, and we all know it now. Look at the language she's using. Hey, Trish, we got a check there if you didn't find your case. Then I asked, so when was somebody going to tell me I was performing? Again, this is Monday. She says, well, in my contract, I stated that if you all fail to contact me, you should pay me $1,000. Should. Again, that's not how contracts work. Let me put it to you like this. You ever apply for a job and then write on the application that if they don't call you back or don't let you know whether you got the job or not, they owe you $1,000? Like, that's wild. According to her logic, you could do that. And I didn't even know that was a thing. I could have been collecting money from everybody I applied to work for. That's 46 years of my life wasted not demanding $1,000 every time someone ghosted me. Lady, this is what you sound like you should have heard yourself say should, and stop right there. If you're going to lie, at least lie well. That's all I'm saying. And we still haven't even gotten to the root of it. Then she wanted to talk legalities. She said, I've been performing for the township for years to stop her from signing up for random gig for ages. That's what this whole mess is about. But she's mad at everyone else, yelling at the wrong people. You can't get Tiffany's address? Everything else is public, but you can't get that? Let me guess. You know she's not going to give you anything. So now you're trying to come here and bully someone else. It's not going to work, my band. And I waited, just like she did. We waited patiently. But I'm not here to make extra noise. I know what the township is dealing with. I'm not here to make it worse. But she says, I know I had no business making a deal with a deal. So you knew, but you still came here, trying to see if you could get over on us. You picked this moment, in the middle of all this chaos, thinking it was a perfect time to act out. But you said it yourself. You're not getting anything you said, you said, if they don't contact me, they should pay me $1,000. That's a suggestion, not a demand, not a binding term. You can't build a whole argument around a suggestion and expect anyone to take it seriously. That's what this is. And we don't need any more of it, but I would like for you all to honor my contract before the next administration steps in. Nobody sent me anything. I think she's probably already talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer told her, yeah, they ain't got to give you __. Just sit down. But she showed up again tonight. This meeting happened tonight, as in April 22nd. She came last month, and she's back again this month, okay? Sorry about that. Anyway, y'all know why I'm here. I'm not sending out any more emails. I'm standing on business now. Y'all have been wasting my time. There are 3 things: my money, my time, and my grandbabies. That's what I don't play about. You all have been playing my face for 7 months. Oh, they've been playing your face. It's not because they don't know nothing about you. And that's some Tiffany type __. That's not what this is, just checking 7 months. I've been asking y'all. I've been patient. I've been understanding. Trying to figure out what's really going on in this township. Trina, over there playing hype man, she's one of those people. One of those who storms and kicks everything over so it's all over the walls and floor. And then calmly says, look, I don't want no trouble. And I'm sitting there like, girl, look at this place. You were supposed to say that before you knocked everything over. Not come in here like a damn wrecking ball and then act like it was peace and love all along. And let me just say, I don't understand how y'all paid that other entertainer a whole month before the event. ***, thousands, *** for dollars. And she didn't even give y'all $200 worth of work. Let's not act like that ain't something I turned down another paid gig just to be part of this. Me and my whole crew were so excited. We want to be on stage with Kiki Wyatt. You hear me? A star. A celebrity. We were excited, honored even and now. Because I didn't get paid, and let's not forget, I didn't even perform. I'm left here begging y'all to give me my money. Meanwhile, Kiki Wyatt, a Grammy-nominated artist, performed in the rain, in front of basically nobody. 7 people. Maybe she had to perform like she was at the BET Awards, and there wasn't even an audience. She needed to be paid up front. Okay? That was beneath her. This whole thing was beneath her. Like, underworld levels. The least y'all could have done was make sure people were paid before they showed up, but no. Now y'all got this low-tier, unclassy broad performing. And she got paid in advance. Suddenly, she's everything, and I'm begging she didn't even perform. And she wants that check. Y'all gotta remember. She's acting. Like someone who performed, like she was on stage, sweating her wig out in the rain, breaking down sound equipment, busting up gear in the process, and hauling stuff back and forth. But no, asterisk, asterisk, she didn't even show up, asterisk, asterisk. She didn't see any of it because, allegedly, she didn't even know it had happened, which is weird, because didn't she say she turned down another event to be here? That would mean she knew the date. So, how do you not know it happened? Which is that this woman needs $1,000 bad. I don't know why, honestly. If everybody here just chipped in $20, maybe $40, we could get rid of her. Y'all really want peace? Pass a hat around. Cough it up and move on, because she's got to go mess with somebody else. She don't know who she wants to be from one day to the next. She keeps saying, honor my contract. Okay, cool. But even she said, asterisk, you should give me $1,000 if you don't contact me, should. That seems to go over y'all's heads. Oh, they dumb now? That's what she's saying. Well, that's one way to try to get money you ain't owed. Call people dumb and hope they get to you just to shut you up, but the lawsuits this township is already deal with you. Think they're about to hand you money on some should. Yeah, that's a hard sell. Lady, a real hard sell. She stood there and said, I want an answer today about what y'all are going to do. And the answer, oh, nothing. We ain't giving you because you said should. And that was a deal you made with Tiffany. You need her address? I'll give it to you so you can go raise hell over there. And that's on some real. But please, don't let Trina get involved, because if Trina's good at anything, it's hyping up the wrong energy. If your energy is messed up, she's an amplified. She'll be in the background like, yep, knock that underscore over. Girl, as you're getting arrested, she's screaming. You don't need to let them put those handcuffs on. Fight. Next thing you know, you're under the jail, and Trina's on the other side of the bars like, yup, that's right. You good. Girl, so when y'all go have your little secret meeting, make sure this gets brought up, because I'm tired. I don't have any more time to waste on this. And y'all clearly don't have respect for what people do. I'm done. I don't want to sue, but let's be real. I can't sue because y'all know. Just like I know I said shit if what you're saying is true, then it means they don't owe you because, according to you, your words and your own conviction, if they don't contact you, then they should give you $1,000. Sure, it's a good thing they ain't you. Because she don't mean ain't no lawyer in the world gonna be like, yeah, that's airtight. Totally enforceable. Great work, girl. You might as well have written in that contract, if y'all don't contact me, you should give me your firstborn. Now imagine that. Everybody would have laughed that off, rolled their eyes, kept it moving. It's clearly a joke until later. This woman shows up talking about with a firstborn at? We had a contract, I'm just saying. That's what should asterisk. Get you nothing, maybe arrested depending on what else you threw in that contractum, but I will sue. If I have to, you will go ahead and stand on your business. But let's be clear. That's not how business works. Y'all asked me for the contract. I submitted it. No. Baby, them people up there didn't ask you for nothing. Let's not pretend like the entire township council has been waiting on your contract. They probably don't even know who. You are, let's be honest. I mean, I don't think they know who you are, Trina, over there hyping you up like this, the BET Awards. You said they failed to contact you. But let's walk through that slowly. They failed to contact you. To play that day, they didn't fail to contact you. They just chose not to. You know how I know? They chose not to have you play because you asterisk didn't play even from over here. With my bad eyes, I can see that you weren't on that stage, so clearly they didn't want you, and I think. That's what's actually pissing you off. It's not the money, it's the rejection. They didn't want you. They said, we got Kiki. We're already paying $30,000 for Kiki Wyatt. What do we need her for bad attitude and all in girl? Let's talk about that switch up you went from praising Kiki, like she was your hero, to throwing shade at her in 0.3 seconds. You were fangirling 1 minute, and then next minute, you acting like Kiki Wyatt is a problem. You can't convince me you ain't got some diva energy you radiate. That now, let's get back to this contract. You said it says, if you cancel me out, you owe me $1,000. Then you say, I feel like y'all cancel me out. There's again, asterisk feelings, asterisk. You cannot sue somebody over your feelings. I feel like y'all canceled me. I feel like I should be paid N.O. sweetheart. That's not how legal contracts work. That's not even how common sense works. You want to stand on business, cool, but what you're standing on is made out of Jenga blocks and wishful thinking they didn't fail to contact you. They made a decision. That decision was, no, thank you. You didn't make the cut. I know that stings. You turned down another gig, didn't you, because you thought this one was locked in, and now you're trying to act like you turned down asterisk. Multiple asterisk gigs. So let me get this straight. You knew one thing was happening on one day, and somehow that made you stop working entirely. You didn't go to the store. You didn't visit family. You didn't hustle up a backup gig. You just sat there and waited for one even nah. That don't even sound smart. That sounds like someone trying to build a paper trail for a lawsuit that ain't gonna land. Also, you keep saying you put in the contract that they had to contact you, but the way you worded it, if y'all don't contact me, y'all should pay me $1,000. That's weak. That ain't legalese. That's asterisk legally-ish. That's a good luck arguing this in court type of clause. So if there were 4 other people up for the gig and they didn't get chosen, either or all 4 of them owed $1,000 to what? Because they didn't go do something else that day. You can't punish people for not choosing you. That's like going to prom, not getting picked. And invoice in the whole student body. Make it make sense. I get it. You're upset. Your feelings are valid. Your logic. However, girl, your logic is out here. Robbing people to sound like a heist. You're demanding money for something you might have done if they'd said yes, but they said no, and now you're mad that no wasn't emailed nicely enough. You're not making sense. And asterisk, everybody can hear you. You do know that, right? You keep repeating that they asked for your contract. No. Boo. Nobody did you volunteer that. And they quietly declined. Now you're threatening to sue. Because they didn't pick you, that ain't business. That's asterisk delusion. And Trina over there hyping this lady like she's about to get the check today. Yes, girl. Stand on it, Trina. Please. Sit down somewhere, you said, when y'all do your little secret meeting. Please remember me. Okay, they'll remember not to ever book you. And you said I'm not leaving. Somebody's going to give me an answer today. Spoiler alert, nobody's going to give you an answer today. You ain't getting nothing. But ignored, I don't like the fakeness either. But what I like even less is folks lying boldly and loudly trying guilt trip and gaslight their way into a payday. This whole vibe is sneaky. Tiffany just left. And here comes another one trying to yank what they can from these people anyway. I just thought that was interesting. Thought I'd share it. I saw her little head pop out earlier. And I remembered I wanted to make a video on her asterisk last time when she pulled that other stunt. But I didn't, so now I'm combining both moments doing a comparison. Because something tells me this lady ain't done. She's going to keep popping up like a bad penny till somebody gives her something. But they're not going to give her anything. So guess what? She's going to keep popping up every single meeting. And that's how this is going to go. All right, y'all. Behave, because I'm not going to absolutely not. Why would I? Don't even sound fun. I'm not even going to pretend not going to lie and say, I'll try. Okay. But mama love you. Yes, she do. Peace.